What is up, everyone? My name is Mr. Birchtree. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm be giving you guys some tips and tricks on how we have added new players to our realm. So to get right into the video, I've actually talked about this topic a little bit in some of my previous videos. I believe I talked about it and how to start a Minecraft Bedrock realm as far as adding a new player is concerned. However, I never went into that much detail about it. So in case you don't know, we do add new players from time to time. We tend to only add players through our Instagram. They will DM us on there. We will make sure that they are in fact a real account and not just some fake account that somebody made. And then we will add them to our application Discord, where we will hop in a VC with them, ask them some questions, get to know them a little bit better. Nothing too serious. We just kind of judge to see if they're a good player base and are willing to follow our rules and stuff. This tends to work out really good. However, over the course of almost 2 years now, actually, that we've had this realm up, as far as the first 3 seasons are concerned, we have had some very, very interesting people try to join us. So to go ahead and get into tips that I have for you guys today who are running your Bedrock realm, or a server for that matter, is tip number one, and that is 100% pay attention to the first impression of the person. Whether if this is them talking to you or just texting you, something like that, or DMing you, you're going to want to keep that in the back of your mind going forward. As for us, we get a lot of people who will DM us. I would say probably even 50% of the people, they DM us and say, I want to join Castlecraft, or something along those lines, or let me in, or please let me in. When we see messages like that, it does not give the best first impression at all. We see this way too much. It's unfortunate. However, it's something that you have to keep in mind. And one of the biggest things is it might be that that person that DM'd you might be someone that's been kicked from other realms previous. So they're just kind of like trying to find that new place they can play at for a little while. So they might not really even, care about your realm necessarily. They kind of just want to get in somewhere. And they might not have done that much research on your realm, which I know, again, this sounds a little over the top. However, when a player DMs us, we like to see that they know something about us. Maybe if that's they've been following our account for a while, they kind of know a little bit about us at this point. For example, we had someone DM the account, I believe it was 2 days ago now, and they were really polite and stuff. They said that they've been, looking at our content for a few weeks now, and they believe that they would be a good addition to the realm and that they really want to give it a shot. Now, in my opinion, that's like one of the best things that someone can say to you. Not only does it show that they want to join, it gets that point across, obviously, but it shows that they have been looking at it for a while now. So that's kind of the end of tip number one. To move into tip number two, that is, once you determine that this player may have a potential spot in your realm, in the interview process, make sure you ask the question, have you been on any realms prior to this? Or have you applied for any prior to this? And if they answer with yes, you're going to want to make sure you know why they either quit that realm or kicked from that realm, or maybe even that realm just shut down. 9 times out of 10, when you ask this question, they are extremely cooperative with it. And of course, if a player was kicked from another realm, it doesn't necessarily mean we're not going to let them in. We did have one player who joined about a month ago now, actually, who was in fact kicked from their realm. However, as it turned out, their realm owner was kind of being abusive in their power and stuff like that, doing things I definitely did not agree with and such. So we actually ended up letting that person in, and they've been a great realm member since then. And before I get into tip number three, I actually do have a little bit of a story containing tip number two, as I'm getting pelted with snowballs right now by some of our realm members. Well, that's okay. They're great guys, so we'll allow it. Um, it happened back in November of 2020, I want to say, where we had a group of 2 people join the Discord, and back at this time we had the Discord link public in our Instagram, which we no longer do. You now have to DM us to get it, and this is part of the reason why. You had these 2 people join, and they said, hey, we would like to join Castlecraft, the basics, they went on that and stuff, and they said we also have 3 friends who might want to join with us. And by one, within the next 30 seconds, all these people joined. And we were actually in a voice call interviewing the first 2 at this time, and they all just kind of jumped in, which was kind of a little overwhelming because we didn't really expect that. But things weren't going the best really with them. They were kind of what we felt like were a little bit too immature for our realm and such. And we asked the question, have you guys been on any other realms? And right away, the leader of this little group, they said, yes, we actually just came from a realm that we were kicked on. And they kind of laughed a little bit, and we're like, me and the other admins were like, okay. And we asked them, we said, hey, why were you kicked off? And they were extremely honest with us, which I guess I'll give them points on that. Spoiler alert, though, they did not get in the realm. But they said they were stealing, or as they said, borrowing. That's kind of more what they were going along. They were borrowing from other players on their realm, and without telling and asking and stuff like that. So, yeah, just kind of a big mess. And they kind of laughed about it and stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be best if you don't join us. But to kind of get into the last tip, it's a very short tip. It's tip number 3. Simply, never, ever, ever let a player join if you are not comfortable with them joining. If they had a bad interview, if you just don't think they'd be a good fit, don't let them join. It's your realm. It's for the best. So, that's kind of all I have for you guys today. More snowballs coming in. That's the way to end the video. Anyways, I hope you guys learned something from this, and I hope it helps you with your future realms. And that's all I have for you guys today, so thank you so much for watching.